Well, you knew this was coming, didn't you? Since I cover these games a fair bit. With Ishin and Gaiden coming out last year. Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't review Gaiden, did I? Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, is really good. It's set in Sotenbori, so if you hate Sotenbori, that probably isn't going to work for you. It's shorter and less griefy than usual, sadly, but the combat system and the story are good. It's worth it.
Super Carrier Rocket Boots!
Right, there we go. Okay, Infinite Wealth. I wanted to wait until I had at least 20 hours in, and I'm glad I did, because I have to admit I wasn't feeling it for a while. But then the Sujimon and the job system were unlocked, and I was like, yeah, okay then. This means I haven't finished it, but you'll have seen other reviews from people who have. From me, you want the good stuff about time wasting. Okay, it's similar to 7 in the way that most cutscenes are line by line skippable, but not all. You can pause pretty much any time, and you can save most of the So far, the dungeons where you can't save have been fairly short, like 10 minutes between save spots, max. But I'm only so far through the game, so I can't guarantee that later on there won't be a half-hour or so section where you can't save. So bear that in mind. So in short, no worse than 7, and Gaiden's pretty similar too. They've come a long way, but not quite far enough yet. But is it good? Well, if you liked 7, you'll like this. It's basically 7 but better. The combat is an improvement, the option to line up enemies to hit each other, or hit something else, is really good. That was partly there in 7, but it would sometimes zap you somewhere else after lining up the perfect attack, and that was annoying. That's much less of an issue here, and it generally seems to respect what you chose to do. Palmates are back, but they work differently. In 7, you'd get a wild animation, and it would do one set of damage, where here, they do a small intro animation and then hang around for a couple of turns to help out. I don't know how I feel about this because I did love some of those animations, but the moves they do can be quite fun as well. Hawaii is big and varied, and of course there are sub-stories galore, some of them being as bonkers as always. There's even a procedurally generated dungeon, which is quite fun and almost turns it into a mini roguelike, but suffers from only occasionally having save points. It's a bit early for me to give a 100% full impression. 27 hours doesn't seem like a lot in this game, but it is fun. At the moment, the story isn't hitting as hard as 7. 7 was a very personal story, and while this has personal elements to it, they don't seem, at least to me, to be as strong. But you can't judge the story of one of these games until they're on a rooftop with their tops off. And the side content is fantastic as always. A lot of it brand new because of the nature of the location. The location, however, is worth talking about. It's bigger than any previous location, and in my opinion that's a double-edged sword. In Kamurocho, if an objective is at the opposite corner of the map, no biggie, it doesn't take you long to get there. Whereas here, it does. It's the first time I've regularly used taxis as fast travel in a Yakuza game, especially as the segue you get in the game isn't very good. It also means shop stocks are more spread out, and now you have to remember where it was you saw the better bat. This series has always had a rep for small maps packed with content, and I feel it's in danger of losing that. But yeah, I wanted to get this out there so you knew whether it was going to suit you time-wise. If you want a full review, there's like a billion of them out there. I suspect I'm going to be playing this for a while, so you won't see uploads from me for a bit. But I'm not gone, just busy doing stuff like this. Thanks for watching.